only did our debt-free journey drastically impact our finances and our financial future, but it drastically impacted our marriage as well. Hey guys, thanks for coming over to my channel. My name is Allison with Baby Stepping to Freedom, where I talk to you all about finances, personal finance, and how to work your way towards financial freedom. Today I'm going to talk to you about debt-free journeys and marriage. Specifically, our marriage and how our debt-free journey together drastically impacted our marriage. Two different things, right? No, they're not two different things. The debt-free journey and our marriage just like went hand in hand, and it had a huge impact in our relationship together. So according to an article that I found on CNBC, 35% of people report that financial stress is the primary factor in relationship struggles. So that's 35% of people have issues in their relationship that is just because of finances. That is huge. I know that there's all kinds of research out there about divorce and finances, and I don't think it's any secret that financial friction and stress causes a lot of issues in marriages and relationships. I don't think that this kind of information is ever really a shock to anyone, because finances are like tricky, man. They're sensitive, they're personal, they're stressful, and sometimes can be controversial. You know, you might have a different view than I do, and it causes like a lot of tension when talking about finances. So it's not a shock that people have friction in their relationships because of finances. Money is vital to your livelihood. You know, we don't really like to talk about money because it's like kind of taboo, but money is vital to your livelihood. And when your livelihood is threatened, it causes like breakdown in every aspect of your life. It is difficult to function in life when your livelihood is at stake. So stress with money is just gonna impact every other area of your life, your career, your relationships, your stress levels, just everything, your health. All of that will be impacted when money is a factor. Money can also be hard to talk about because everyone has different views about money, and there's so many different ways to do things that it's hard for people to kind of be on the same page about money, because we might have a different history or financial situation or upbringing. All of those things impact how you view money and your goals with money. So it's no wonder that marriages are negatively impacted by financial stress. So getting on this debt-free journey together was huge for our marriage, because before we started our debt-free journey, I wouldn't say that we had constant like fights about money, but there's just this underlying constant stress of never really knowing where we were at or what we were working towards, or just kind of like existing financially. And it's like, well, I don't really know what we're doing because whatever, we'll just buy all these things. Or, you know, then we're like, oh, well, maybe we want to do this. And it's like, how do we do that? And then just stress and frustration and not on the same page and causing some disagreements for sure. We also had a lot of negative feelings about our financial situation and kind of blame on the other person for where we were at. So it was hard for me not to feel overwhelmed and stressed out that Aaron had tens of thousands of dollars of student loans. Or it's hard for Aaron, or it was hard for Aaron, to not blame me for having a maxed out credit card. And when we started our debt-free journey, we actually had a conversation, well, I had to have a conversation with Aaron, that we had to be very careful about how we spoke to each other when talking about the situation that we were in, because we're both guilty of this. We both made mistakes. We both got ourselves to where we were at, and not one person is to blame for this. And I remember feeling a lot of guilt about the situation, and I know Aaron felt a lot of guilt, and so it just like added a lot of tension to our financial situation. Before we started our debt-free journey, we didn't really talk about our finances. We knew where we were, we did have joint finances, but we didn't really know like all the components. Like I knew how much a credit card payment was, but I didn't really know how much was on a credit card. Or I knew that we maybe wanted to go on a trip sometime soon, and so we were kind of trying to save for that, but we didn't really know how we were saving for that when we were also trying to do a million other things at one time. So it was like we kind of talked about it in order to just make it, but we never really got into in-depth conversations about our finances, and it was just very surface level. So when we started our debt-free journey and we were sitting down together every single month to talk about our budget and talk about every little aspect of our finances, it was like night and day, because we had never gotten that deep into our financial conversations in the past, and it was just like a drastic change. Having this communication every single month when we're sitting down talking about our finances, we still talk about every single thing that we spend our money on. It's just opened up the door to having very open conversations. Open the door to open conversations with each other about our finances. Like there is no question how the other person is feeling. There is no question about what we're working towards. We have talked about literally everything when it comes to our finances, and there's no unknown. Everything is on the table when we are talking about our finances. So the communication aspect of it is just like huge. It has not only impacted our communication when talking about money, it's made us realize how to talk to each other as partners and as a team. And so that has carried over into every other aspect of our marriage when we are having conversations about things, because we've learned this is how to have productive conversations with each other. We've also aligned our goals. We're working on the same thing together, and we're working as a team. There's no question about what we're doing right now. If you ask me, what is your financial goal right now? I will tell you the same exact thing as if you asked Aaron. There's no question about what we're working towards, and because of that, we can work together as a team. You know, like when a soccer team is playing a game, everyone knows what they're working towards. They're working towards making a goal and winning the game, right? Like if you ask every single person, it's the same goal. That's why it's a team, right? We are working towards the same thing, and we are a team, and we are both focused on what we're working towards right now. And that's because of our open communication. So overall, just this whole debt-free journey has changed our marriage in more ways than we were ever expecting. We both know now that we can really accomplish anything together, because this was so huge for us. It's like, wow, if we did that, we can do this, or we did this, we can do that. It's like no question for us that we can accomplish something together, because we were able to just like buckle down, work as a team, and figure this out together. So let me know, has your debt-free journey positively impacted your relationships? Maybe you're not married, maybe it's relationships with other people, or, you know, with a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is. Has your debt-free journey or financial journey impacted those relationships in your life, and how? Because I feel like talking more about this can help other people too. Knowing and being aware of what really all the impacts are of talking about finances just takes the like taboo level down a notch. You know, people feel like it's taboo to talk about money, and so it's like, well, I'm not going to talk about this, and then it causes all other issues. So being open and saying like, this is how something has positively impacted me, helps other people too. So let me know so other people can read the comments. While you're down there, make sure you press that red subscribe button so you get notifications of all of my videos that are coming out soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.